lot of decisions to make. Do you shoot it? Do you not? Katsumi's like, wait a minute.
Here of G2 falling right behind a decoy once a bump, and Alexis are just trying to hold.
This Astra smoke pickup is huge.
My God.
There for Cloud9, they've heard everything but Mimi.
Oh. A gap.
Oh my.
Ashla's looking for the last kill. It's gonna be Mel. Only with the Guardian, and she gets it! The quad kill for the defuse!
So I know I'm a bit late to the party, but Game Changers was a really fun tournament. We saw a lot of cool comps, we saw a lot of passion from the players, and a lot of close games. All in all, Riot did a really good job of putting on this tournament, and hopefully that we can see the same type of production going forward, because I think this scene is awesome and it has a lot of potential to be something big. But with that being said, we're going to be looking at G2's YORU on this map because I think they put on a masterclass. Every piece of utility, every exec, every play that they did had purpose, reasoning. It was well thought out. It was run to perfection. It was really nice to see. And I think that going forward, we're going to see a little bit more YORU. And I think recently we saw Cloud9 run YORU on Pearl as well with Ye. So that's another game that we might watch in the future. But with that being said, let's watch Pistol Round. So to start off, we have a 4-man push towards A main from G2. They get A main pretty free. They use the what's it called? They use the haunt to get A main access plus a pullback at the star. And YORU has been sitting in spawn waiting because this is all thought out. This is all like a well-timed and what's it called? Practiced, I guess. I've rehearsed execute, I guess, right? So he's sitting in spawn waiting for the certain timer to go down to hit a certain time, throws the teleport. I'm assuming this is a lineup, and it's going to travel all the way back into this hall. So when G2 does their execute, which you're about to see in a second, YORU can get a really late flank off, right? And as you can see, stars are going down in just a second. Smoke off for Flower, smoke off for Dugout, Prowler in for Art, Sage puts up the wall. Pretty clean execute. Cloud9 White had a trip over towards A. They plan on playing retake anyways. They take dugout control, and YORU took his teleport over to halls. Now, it's up to the G2 players to just take their time, slow down, don't die, make sure that YORU has enough time to get this flank off, right? So you see he's walking up behind. Cloud9 White's coming in for the retake. Haunt goes in. They're trying to clear out dugout. They're just trying to buy time for YORU. YORU's coming in, shoots one in the back. Now these players are like, oh, YORU's behind us, YORU's behind us. Now, this is where all this confusion happens. Fade goes in, but Neon stays back. Then their spacing's a little messed up. Astra's still in A main. These guys take it through Flower. And again, in the end, this ended up being a really good pinch from G2, from the guys from Spawn and the Astra in A main. So, again, a well-rehearsed execute, and it looked really clean. It was a really clean execute to watch. So, yeah, let's watch another round. All right, so in this round, we're going to see a really nice fake. Now, some of the things that I didn't mention that YORU is pretty good at is that he can use his teleport to get across B main really well. He can do this to like apply pressure to anybody trying to hold B main, so this just makes it really awkward. YORU's good at running fakes and doing all that stuff, and you're going to see a really nice fake going on here. So YORU decides to ult into A. He's throwing flashes, Fade's dumping util, and his gate crash is still coming over to this B side. But that's not the only utility that they're committing, right? The whole Fade haunt goes in. Fade haunt goes in. YORU went in. Flashes. All of Fade's utility. This is a really nice fake, and YORU is all the way back into halls already. You can see how bad Cloud9 White bid on this play. All of them are rotated to this half of the map. They have to play a complete full retake on this B site. Sage wall, smokes. Again, this is it's gonna be a job and a half to try and retake this site. And then, if you look at the minimap, we still have Fade getting ready to late lurk. And if she times this lurk correctly, it's gonna be, I don't know how Cloud9 Right's gonna win this, but let's watch. So, double smokes can come from the Astra, should block off B long, allow them to isolate halls and sight from the rest of their team. Neon jumps in. Again, I feel like they have to break the stage wall before doing anything else. Fade is already walking in through Art, or through B Link, already getting a flank off before the wall's even broken, and it's just, yeah, I don't know how you deal with any of this. You got to do it. You got to take your time. You got to be careful with it, especially on a retake like this. The enemies could be anywhere, right? So, again, a really nice fake from G2. And with the YORU in your comp, you can pull off stuff like this. Again, just look really, really, really well rehearsed. All right, now I'm taking us over to round 10, and we're going to see another YORU get a ton of value. So, as you can see, G2 has got 5 people pushed up towards B main. They are ready to take this site. But Cloud9 White, they use a Sage Slow. They got the Astra pullback smoke. Neon Stun, they are making their presence known, letting them know, like, yo, we want to take B main. But YORU's like, okay, I'm going to ult at you. I'm going to flash you. You better start running. So YORU runs all the way back into hall. He sees, like, they're all grouped up towards this one part of the map. comes out of the YORU in front of this box, so it gives you a decent amount of cover. This smoke makes it really awkward for this Astra to worry about this YORU and put smokes on for her team at the same time. So YORU finds an incredible timing. Let me rewind this. Sorry, I had to pause that to like, what is it? Like, get all my thoughts out. So smoke goes down. YORU clone goes out too. Like, these players backside are getting completely overwhelmed and bombarded by utility. YORU just ulted to them. They don't know what's going on. YORU just flashed them into halls. They don't know where YORU's at. This decoy goes off. YORU swings, tries to TP out, but can't. But it doesn't matter because right now G2 got everything they wanted. This YORU was able to make so much space that he was able to keep everybody behind this line and just create such a big opening for his team. Chamber peeks into halls, kills the kills the Sage. Astra's still back in what is it? B-Link. And again, really well played round from G2. They used the YORU really well, but it's a 3 versus 3. The round isn't over. So we have Chamber and Fade up in halls still. They're double peeking B-Link together. 2 versus 2. Fade Astra versus Fade Chamber. How does this work out? Now, Fade and Astra have a good crossfire set up for B-Long. Glance takes first contact. Petra takes, takes next contact. Again, they're playing really well off each other. They're ping-ponging back and forth. This is basically how you should be playing in a crossfire, right? Let one teammate take first contact, then you take next contact. You guys play off each other. You're like bouncing the enemy's attention off of each other, right? So that you guys can make plays off one another. So again, well played run by G2. And I'll be honest, with this amount of preparation, it didn't seem like Cloud9 White could stand a chance. They're great and all, but this preparation is insane. All right, now this is the last round I'm going to show you. If you want to learn how to play YORU, this is on Pearl, I should say. This is a really good game to watch. They use his utility really well, and I think you could learn a lot from it. So on this round, Cloud9 White tried to go for like a little mid crunch. Doesn't end up working out, and G2 are kind of playing around it. Right, they were kind of sitting in spawn, waiting for that something like aggressive play to happen. But this round is really funny because I want you to look at the minimap and realize how much respect that Cloud9 White is giving this YORU TP. Throughout this game, YORU's been TPing into spawn. They got TP's lineups all for all these areas. They're getting shot in the back constantly. These lurks are crazy, and YORU's just a nightmare to deal with, especially throughout this match. So, like I said, if you want to watch some good YORU gameplay, watch this game. But Cloud9 White, they decide after not really successfully taking mid, they decide to group up, push A main. They find a kill on the person that was holding A main. Now they decide to go back. Okay, because we left this entire area of the map, we need to make sure that YORU isn't in our spawn, isn't here, isn't in mid, in waterfall or fountain, whatever it's called, behind B site, right? Chamber's worried about B-Link and also worried about heaven and worried about everything else because they could literally be anywhere. But do you see how much respect Cloud9 White are giving this YORU? Do you see how much respect? They're literally in their spawn right now, while G2 was just walked into A for free, right? Without a care in the world, right? So they get the res off A main. Cloud9 White's like, okay, I don't think YORU's gonna respond anymore. I think we need to come over and retake towards A. But with not so great a weaponry, plus they're down a man, and they don't have a lot of utility to fight this with, this is gonna be a really hard round to win. Yeah, I guess we could just watch this out. And lo and behold, despite all of their efforts to try and make sure they're not gonna get flanked on, YORU has realized that there is a timing up in mid and eventually is going to go through fountain anyways. So that's just funny. You could watch this out. But they were ready for it. But yeah, that's it. G2 ended up winning this round. They ended up winning the game 13-3. Again, it was a masterclass of how to use YORU on this map. So I was about to end the video, but I forgot this round is like super hectic, so we could watch this. Trades are going out, crossfires are going out, they're swinging the Astra wall. Cloud9 White almost had a really good retake. Katsumi reses one person on one side, then swings the other, and almost wins the round for her team. Again, that was just a really hectic play and almost a really good retake from Cloud9 White. But G2 are crazy on this map, especially with YORU. So with that being said, hopefully you guys learned something from this video. I know I did, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.